What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with some news and announcements. First of all, there's been a survey that Arena put out, and you would have all received it in the email address that you use to log into the client with. But it's also up here in the mail segment. I know it's behind my head and you can't see what I'm pointing at, but there's a little mail button. And it's called Help Make MTG Arena Better. Please, guys, take the 5 minutes out of your day to go and fill out this questionnaire. It is from the type of the type of questions that they're asking, giving me a lot of hope that they're listening to the community and that there's things in the cards that are going to help improve the client overall going forwards for everybody who enjoys it. And things like, they were talking about, should we put a dedicated spectator mode in, which would definitely go a long ways to making, competitive arena tournaments for, the esports side of things much more enjoyable and easier to watch. They were also talking about things like multiplayer, so like two-headed dragon, it's sort of EDH style where you can have more than one opponent at the same table. That doesn't, I hate that. I like just playing against one person. I'll never play EDH. It's terrible for me. But I know that there's a lot of people in the community that would love to see that on the client. Things about the arena economy. I mean, I don't want to break down the whole friggin' feedback. I mean, the whole survey, but just from the type of questions they were asking, a lot of hope, like more hope than I've had in a long time. And I please just take the 5 minutes of your day, complete the questionnaire, and I really think it's going to help, push the client in the direction that we want it to go in moving forward. The other little bit of news and announcements is that I'm going to be taking a short break. I've done it every single year since I've started the channel. This will be my third time taking a little step back. I'm not just scraping the bottom of the barrel, I have scraped the bottom of the barrel. There is zero innovation left. Everything I try to do that's different and new, that plays cool new cards that you haven't seen, just ends up going 0-5 on the ladder. I'm looking at Simic, I'm looking at Izzet, I'm looking at, the three color combinations that don't have a triome. All of these things, like I throw together a list that looks super fun, I take it on the unranked ladder, I get a couple of wins in, and I'm like, oh sweet, this looks great. Can't wait to show my subscribers. Then I take it on the ladder and I go like 0-5. And it's just like, okay, so that's not something I can show to my subscribers. And that's been the case for the last good few weeks now. And it is because the meta is well and truly sold. If you go and look at Untapped, Mono White Humans, Selesnya Enchantments, and Mono Red Aggro are just dominating. They're the top three decks, and especially Mono White Humans. It's the top deck in terms of play rates, so the popularity side of Untapped as well as the win rates, right through from bronze to mythic. Ridiculous domination, and often by like 3-4 full percentage points. And none of this is likely to change in any way, shape, or form until they do the big ban announcement that is replacing standard rotation this year, as well as the introduction of Wilds of Eldraine. And, me taking a little step back like this is great. I'm going to get to work on some stuff behind the scenes for the channel, new thumbnails, camera lighting, microphone, that sort of stuff that I don't really get the chance to do because I'm always trying to come up with a new brew and record it and put it up in time for my schedule. So, and not only that, extra added bonus, your brewmaster gets to recharge his batteries. And, we're going to be moving into, so as I'm recording this, it's the 25th. In 3 days time on the 28th, there's this like first looks where they usually show a few cards from the new set, and they'll give us a little bit of teasers. Then there's going to be proper spoiler season kicking off during August, as well as Marrow's teaser. So don't worry, the content isn't just gone. I do still have a few brews that I want to showcase between now and the end of July, where mostly I'm going to be looking at refining the top tier decks, seeing if there's any little bit of innovation that can be squeezed out of already existing top tier lists, and that'll take us through to the end of July. And then during August, I'm going to do the occasional little bit of serious jank with some of those color combinations I mentioned earlier. There's a really cool like Simic deck list that I wish was viable because it's so damn fun to play. But, you know, that's why I have that category in the channel. Definitely firmly in the serious jank category. We'll jam it a bit on unranked, and it should be fun. So I'll pepper August with some serious jank, some spoiler talk, some. I also want to do some prediction videos to see, like, you know, what do we think they're going to ban in the big ban announcement, and then we'll get to check in later when they actually do the ban. You know, how many of the cards I got right, how many of the cards I got wrong. Sort of like it'll also essentially just be like a wish list of what I would hope would get banned. And then let's see how much of it comes true. But yeah, this is just me announcing a short little holiday. It'll probably last during the month of August, where, yes, there'll be content coming out, but no more fresh brews. Just need a little recharge. I'm feeling a little burnt out. And that's it. That's it as far as news and announcements. And now, without further ado, let's jump into the first of these refining top-tier decks, brews. It's mono white, of course, the one that is dominating. It's right at the top, like I said. And I'm coming at you with a version that is not typical at all. What you will notice first off is there's no Knight Errant of Eos. The top winning win rates deck list of mono white aggro, that is the very, very top of Untapped, has 4 copies of the Knight Errant of Eos. And it's a good card, don't get me wrong, but it just makes no freaking sense. It makes no sense. The card is supposed to be played, I don't know where. Like, think about the play patterns in what is supposed to be the most aggressive deck in the format. You have to take a whole turn off from attacking. It's usually turn 3, depending on how many like creatures you were able to put down, because, you know, you need to convoke it out, right? But by convoking it out, that means you can't attack with those creatures. And then that just brings the opponent 1 turn closer to casting his Sunfall, his whatever sweeper. That's just, and then you might as well just concede. There's really no point in continuing on after that with mono white, because you have no way of drawing more cards and building your board state again. So you really need to stop that Sunfall, stop that Depopulate, stop that Path of Peril, whatever the card may be, in its tracks before the opponent can even cast it. And taking a whole turn off to convoke a 4/4 and put a few cards in your hand just doesn't feel like the right thing to do. And I hope that by tonight's, by the end of tonight's gameplay footage, I will have proven that to you. Don't play the Knight Errant of Eos. Bring in the taxes. And I've also done away with Talia. You know, a 4 of in those decks. No more Talia. I much prefer Invasion of Gobakhan. Because, first of all, you can't really play them together. I've mentioned this in previous videos. If you tap out and then swing into a Gobakhan and you've got Talia in play, I've made the mistake. So I hope here, for those of you who haven't made this mistake yet, don't do this. If you're trying to play Gobakhan and Talia and you're tapped out, you'll still need, if you read the text carefully, it says, exile it, then cast it transformed. If you have Talia in play and you've got no mana available, you can't cast your Light Shield Array. And it feels terrible. You've wasted a whole turn attacking into a Light Shield Array. That damage could have gone into an Invasion of Gobakhan. And then you don't even get to cast the Light Shield Array. So, like, I've done away with the Talia completely, and I've brought in a full playset of Invasion of Gobakhan. And between the Anointed Peacekeeper, which is my other edition, like, trust me, don't play the Knight Errant of Eos. Play the Peacekeeper. This is going to have a look at the opponent's hand and tax. Taxes, that's why I've named the deck what it is. Aggro taxes. We want to still do the very strong, Adeline, Coppercoat Vanguard, Intrepid Adversary, Phyrexian Vindicator. Like, the rest of the list is the mono white aggro deck. But bring in the taxes, guys. This is the time. Because of the resurgence of control, so many Sunfall decks, you really need to be playing these cards. This is my opinion, of course. I'd take it with a pinch of salt. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm completely wrong. But honestly, I have been absolutely slamming the ladder with this version, and I hope to prove it to you, properly by the end of the video. So, mono white aggro with 4 Peacekeepers, 4 Gobakhan. Don't really need to explain the rest of the cards. We've all seen these many, many times before. Like I said, the next few videos between now and the end of July are going to be about refining already existing top tier decks. So, without further blabbing, let's jump into some games and see how it holds up on the Mythic ladder, I'm kind of hunting for some control decks. I want to find these people with the Sunfalls, and I want to get those Sunfalls out of their hands. I want to get those Wandering Emperors out of their hands. And you know, even if we don't play those decks, it's still great to have the tax. You know, Anointed Peacekeeper is phenomenal against Mono Red, for example. You just name Lightning Strike. You name, you know, it's been amazing. I really hope to prove it to you guys by then tonight. There's a fantastic opener. Let's go aggressive, play out the Recruitment Officer. We're also on the play, which is pretty nice. And we're definitely going to go Gobakhan 2. Oh yes. Oh yes, we are. Another land would be great. Please, deck, please give me another land next turn. Okay, these things can't block, so I guess we just get rid of one of the crescendos, because that's just card advantage that we don't really want to give him. And the Phoenixes can't block, so I'm not worried about anything getting in the way of me flipping this Gobakhan next turn. Slayer of Cheeks. Hello? Anybody there? Anybody home? Hey, Lobo! What's happening, brother? Guys, mtgsearch.it, mtgsearch.it. I'm gonna keep plugging it until people, like, get clued up on this website. It is just really freaking well made, and I just don't get why more people aren't. You know, I keep putting it on my Twitter. It's always in the video description. I post all my deck lists there. The guy's done a phenomenal job, and I highly recommend you go check it out. It feels like we've got a salty Roper on our hands. There's no way Mono Red plays this slowly unless he's either had a computer problem or he's being a salty Roper, and I am all for it. Whatever. I think he may have DC'd. Whatever the case might be, this one is in the bag before it even started, mate. No Talia, so Light Shield Array. No worries. Are you there? Did your PC hang? Did your router reset? Did you, your internet connection, something? Problem with the server? I don't know. I don't think he's salty. I think it's... I mean, otherwise he would have swung with a chick, maybe, but... I think it's probably just, some sort of connection issue. He's back. Only a little too late. Sorry, dude. You know, it doesn't feel so good when you win against somebody who had to take a turn off because they restarted their client. But I'll take it. Win's a win, baby. I think he's deciding between Phoenix or doing a combat trick on the chick. Cool. Does he get to cast this turn? Next turn. So that won't get put in exile, which is pretty nice. But yeah, sorry to say, I think you're pretty screwed. Let's be cheeky. Nice. I you know, let's start the prediction train early for the ban hammers in September. Like, maybe Talia, huh? Maybe Talia needs to go. Gobakhan's just straight away gonna take that slot, like 4 of. And this is me like trying to show you that it's not a bad idea at all. We just win next turn unless he finds anything that can block. That's game. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good game. 15 damage will take him to -2. And let's make it -3, -4. GG! We would have won that even if he hadn't timed out. For sure. No blockers. All of those Phoenixes and whatnot can't block. Not even the new one. Alright. Game 1 goes to Mono White Taxes. Let's go to game number 2. Hopefully something a little bit more entertaining than watching somebody's countdown timer. Like I said, I'm kind of hunting for these Esper, you know, Sunfall.x deck. Sunfall decks. Thiago Barcelos. Nice. I'll take it. On the play again. Baby! Peacekeeper, I love you. What a card. What a card. Severely underplayed. Had a look. Okay. Yeah, let's go with the Gobakhan. Meh. Not the best hand you could have kept. That's a lot of mana, mate. And you'll probably swing, because that's what red does, no? Fantastic. Taxes, baby. You gotta pay your taxes. Sorry, that was a terrible, Texas. Is that a Texas accent? Pay your taxes. I don't pay my taxes in Texas. Sorry, guys. I know I have a few subscribers from that part of the world. It's like that cheesy, like, cowboy video movie from the 60s with the... Okay, 2 mono red. Something a bit more interesting, please, matchmaker. Another fantastic hand. Also, like, just taking out those Talias. Like, now I'm okay with the 3. Here we go. Here's a mirror. No, this is gonna be interesting. I think, He's got the Brutal Cathar protection now. This could be problematic. Oh, okay. Never mind. Probably some kind of okay. Nice. He knows I don't have Brutal Cathar now. So now that I see the black, maybe like I'm okay with. I guess I could have blocked Skrelv there. Do I get to swing now? No. Go for the throat. Ah! So it looks like Orzhov toxic. Orzhov, you know, Phyrexians. I got another Adeline, so how do you like them apples? I doubt you've got another go for the throat. Didn't even need our taxi, guys. Just mono white, you know, just Adeline. Adeline is ridiculous. But I don't think it'll get the ban hammer. If anything from this deck gets the hammer, I'm putting my bucks on on Talia. It's had its fair share of time. It's a reprint, so like it's just, I think most people are just getting a little bit bored of Talia. So I'm really hoping that if they, you know, because if they do a good ban announcement, because it's replacing rotation, they got to be heavy-handed about it, and they got to go and like take things from all the top tier decks and. So, you know, if anything needs to get taken from this deck, I would say Talia is up there. Ooh, hello, Steel Seraph. Steel Seraph on 3 after Gobakhan, and we're on the play again. Oh. Another mirror. What is dude? I haven't seen this guy in ages. I think it's got to be the ossification, eh? He might come down with the Skrelv's Hive next. I wouldn't be surprised. Or he'll just go with the laydown arms. Huh? That's cool. Vigilance, of course. It's 4 mana. Okay. Yeah, why not? Then we can go Vigilance and Life Gain. Another, like, semi-newish edition. Like, I see some lists playing mono white aggro that do have the Steel Seraph, but not as many as you'd think. So now I guess he goes for the ossification, and we can, I don't know, protect with the Gobakhan, probably? Why not? It's just like a wasted removal spell. And I'd rather keep my lovely flyers here. Ah. Cool. I was really hoping to see something other than that, honestly. But that's great, because we get another attack in. So, you know, now if we have to use the Gobakhan, we've already gotten some value from the Light Shield Array. So, sorry. Yeah, you know what I mean. Also, I don't get the laydown arms when you're playing so many. You have 2 Destroy Evils in your hand? Wouldn't put it past these people. Okay, nice. That's game. We get one more turn. Oh, he gets one more turn. Those are some big Seraphs. We were 1 point of damage from winning last turn, so swinging one of them at the Light Shield Array is the way to go, because now I get to use it. Ciao, ciao. Mono white toxic. Not a good deck. Play Selesnya, play Bant, play Golgari. If you're into toxic, don't do the mono white. It's not as good. That's just the long and short of it. You don't get all the necessary tools. So far, so good, guys. So far, so good. Those Steel Seraphs are juicy. I love them. It's one of my favorite cards from those prototype cards. Definitely, like, up there in the top 3 from that set. Such a sweet card. And, like, those artifact aggro decks that I've been a huge fan of playing. Like with... Oh my god. How many games against Mono Red a day I go through? It's just... This time we're on the draw, so... At least these guys can't block. Let's get in with the Gobakhan, and then we can follow up with an Adeline. Sure. Yeah. Adeline into double adversaries. Hey, you never know. What are the chances that that's a lightning strike? Well, guess we're about to find out. If it is, we just dead. Important to note, the human here doesn't get the counter because it's tapped and attacking. It doesn't attack. It's already attacking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, of course. Oh, so stupid of me. Yeah. Mono red. Cool. On the play, mono red. Nut draw. Fine. Nah, I didn't have fun. I'm getting a bit sick of it. But again, we are going to be refining the top tier decks for the next few videos. So definitely want to tackle mono red again. It's been a little while since I put it up on the channel. And there's been people trying new stuff. It's not just always the same mono red list. There's actually quite a few different ones floating about, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it, like which is the best one. I've been a fan of saying, you know, the 4 Thundering Raiju version is just the go-to, but maybe not. I can't wait to put in some time with that one and see how it shapes up. But we're on the play again this time, so if it is mono red, again, for the 4th time in one video. Pull my eyes out. Oh my goodness, just ridiculous. Like, wow, so boring. So damn boring. Just wowza. We double drop next turn, get a life gainer down. We've taken away his burn spell. So now he's just going to go with the Feldin, I would say. That's probably the best option he's got. I will block with the adversary if he decides to swing into this and he doesn't have a burn spell ready. Okay, I mean, you can go tap out for a play with fire. And that's one less play with fire that's going to my face, so I'm okay with that. Mono red tends to just always swing with everything. He may even just go Kumano into Chick, or I don't know. Let's see. I would prefer if he didn't play with fire my Intrepid Adversary, and I get to block etchings. Gain some life. Well played. And I have to block you. And that's cool because he won't play with fire it. He'd rather get the card draw, or, you know, whatever you want to call this, card advantage from the Feldon. Aha! It's the 4 Raiju version. And I guess now we can go for the play with fire. Unless he, like, has the 4th land, and he picks the Thundering Raiju, then he may decide to go... Kamano? No. Opponent? Cool. So you've got another burn spell in your hand, don't you? This guy's actually playing well, you know? It's not just... There we go, okay. I would have sequenced things a little differently, but nice. Good for you. He needs to double block to kill it. So that's pretty cool. Yes, yes, yes. Do it, do it, do it. Okay, so what? Swifty boy, no? Now he has to tap out. I mean, yeah, we've lost probably. Very well played. Very well played. Not just your mindless mono-red opponent that just swings with everything and puts everything on the board. Somebody who's actually trying to do things a little better. Now he can play with fire the adversary and swing. The only card at this point that'll change this matchup is going to be our Vindicator. We've got 2 of them. And we find a land. Yay! Very well sequenced now, like he's doing. This is well done, man. Holding up blockers. And again, like, you know, I know what I'm doing here. That kind of prevent as much damage while we hope to top deck a Vindicator, essentially. Ah, no! Oh. And the chick, please? Yes, okay, cool. You'll still hold up the etchings, I think, as a blocker. And Feldon, come on. There we go. Brutal Cathar, off the top. Let's go. Oh, fudge. Fudgesicles. Well, let's go have a look. It's a land. Cool. Five damage. I really didn't want to land there. Now let's just hope he drew nothing and we get to swing, because these guys all can't block. So, fingers crossed, mate. Oh god, he found an adversary. No. It's Intrepid Adversary. He was looking... I knew it. Oh my god, you are just the luckiest person, man. Come on, dude. Really, just whatever. All I drew was lands, and all you drew was gas. Congratulations on being a very lucky person. On to the next one. How are we doing for time? It's felt pretty good so far, though, guys, I must say. 34. Okay, we got time for at least 3 matches. Especially when they're going this quickly. But maybe, like, if the algorithm would just decide to let me play something other than mono red. You know, I was out here trying to hunt down some, like, control mages so that I can tax their counter spells and sunfalls. That was the whole premise. And now we played mono red, like, 4 times. Yes, we won 2 of those 4, but just starting to get a little bit boring. That's the first hand, I think, where we haven't had a Gobakhan in the opening 7. This looks like mono black. Bro. Just bro. What is going on? It hasn't been this bad in a few days. I haven't had it this bad. Okay, because it isn't mono red. Phew. However, it might be These No Brotherhood's end. Oh, I need a 3rd land. I need a 3rd land. Let's go. Let's go. Not. Oof. Okay, so it's ramp. Ramp is bad, but not too bad. There we go. Now I can go and take a look at what you're working with here, my friend. And the Invasion of Zendikar is gonna go bye-bye. Yeah, it's gotta be that. Sorry, but I think you're dead. So if you play your okay, whatever. Which way do we kill him? Yeah, the ramp decks, if you get off a few tax spells, like they're too slow. Oh, look at turn 3, Topiary Stomper. Can't even block with it. Dead. Like, the only thing they can do is Sunfall, and if we can just get that Sunfall out of their hand and stop it, like, even just tax it by 2 mana, like both Gobakhan and the Peacekeeper do, there's no way they're beating us. And then, well, finally, they get down in Atraxa and we just Brutal Cathar the Atraxa and swing in. It's been freaking easy, actually. Easy mode against the ramp. Again, you do need to find your Peacekeepers and your Gobakhans, but okay, neither of those in hand, but still a very good mono white nonsense. So let's go for it. I think we go Initiate, Double Officer, Adeline in a usual kind of curve art. Aha! Probably ramp again. Please give me those tax cards, baby. Let's go. He's probably going to be expecting... Oh! That is really the last thing I was expecting. With Cabaret Courtyard? Maybe it's Naya Enchantments? No. It's just total bleh. Okay. Cool, man. Interesting. Someone doing something different. Still not looking great, honestly. Yeah. We're not going to win this one, I don't think. I mean, unless we find a Brutal Cathar, like, now. I'll block. If he swings, I'll block. Oh, for God's sakes. Next. Don't waste your time with this type of thing, guys. Like, choose your battles. When you see it going that way, just concede. It's really not worth your time. Like, especially if you're out here trying to play an aggro deck. Like, that's the whole point, right? You want, like, to just churn through the ladder, try and get your wins in. Don't faff around. There's no way you're going to get around that freaking nonsense. I, for one, hope that in my ban predictions for September, they deal with something from the Selesnya deck as well. I don't know what it could be, Honestly, there isn't like really one card that stands out to me as being like the main linchpin of the deck. It's just so much synergy. I don't know what they could ban from now on to like nerf it a little bit, but yeah, I hope they do something about it because I'm very oh my god. That's 5 in one video. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just ridiculous. Here we go again. Mono red, baby. Yay, we found our third. That is fantastic. Bye-bye, Squee. So nice. So then it's going to be Felden. We can't block, and swing-a-ding-ding. Man, how many of these matches? Incredible. Honestly. Mind-bending. Cool, bro. How do you like this? Bye-bye. Now we can play Brutal Cathar and not have it get lightning strike straight away or whatever. And that should just, like, close this out faster than lick splickety split. My dear mono red. What you got? Intrepid Adversary? Swifty boy? Okay. I may even just, like, aggressively use a Light Shield Array right now if he decides that it's time to swing. No? Fantastic. Oh! Look who's here! Hello. It is your worst enemy. You haven't gotten me low enough to burn me out. GG's. GG's. Oh, the occasional bit of luck against this damn pile of trash. Let's block with Vindicator and just close things out. Beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. Woo. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Bye. Bye-bye now. Oh, baby. Where were you last game, huh, Vindicator? Where were you? When I most needed you. Alright, I think this is going to be the final match of the night. I, for one, have had so much fun with this one. I think, you know, anything now that can, like, slightly modify the, like, tried and tested top-tier meta decks and get people to think a little bit differently about these lists is me doing my job. So, give the Gobakhan 4 of instead of Talia a try, and then let me know in the comments how it went for you. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Also, get rid of the Eos Knight guy and put in the Peacekeepers. I think you'll be thanking me later. Yeah. Okay. Let's try the usual mono white plan. Turn 1 Skrelv, then double 1-drops on 2. Yay! Skrelv untaps. Please give me a 3rd land, baby. Okay, let's discard Brutal Cathar. Let's play it safe. Let's not just go and chuck our creatures under a truck with, you know, just to get rid of a 1/1. So someone who's trying to do some discard by the looks of it. Liliana, I'm not too worried about right now. Okay, forget I said anything.
The system can't fix everything, but we can.
Makes the ninja.
I've got all kinds of connections.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Oh. Let's see if he's willing to block now. It means, like, he has to chuck away his, Oh, wow, really? I would have double blocked the Vanguard then. Why do that? Now you can't draw the card. That was silly. I mean, you can, but you're not going to get full value. If I'd found a third land, I'm fairly certain we would be completely in control of this game, thanks to Mr. Peacekeeper here. But of course, Shuffler had to just shaft me. Could be, okay. Okay, I was expecting a path of peril. At which point I would have pretty quickly conceded. Yay! But now he's gonna have a counterspell. Let's see. Cruelty of Gix is really not a problem right now. I don't see why. I guess he wants to bring back the discardy guy.
Time to go.
Go for it. And if this had just come down at, like, when it was supposed to. So maybe mode 1? Mode 2. So lose another 3 life. And then you just lost the game, mate. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah, there. That's game. What were you thinking, dude? Okay. Well played. Well played, opponent. Perfect. Ah, thank goodness. I would really have hated to end this game off on a defeat. I mean, this night off on a defeat. So, there we go, guys. My latest take on Mono White Aggro, with a very heavy emphasis on taxation. Thanks to the card that I believe will replace Talia going forwards. Invasion of Gobakhan. One of my favorite cards from March of the Machine. Jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts. Maybe one more land. Maybe we can do away with Skrelv and go like this. Or maybe even better, like this. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I, for one, think Skrelv still has a part to play. You know, you want your... you get him down on turn 1 against Mono Red. They don't burn it straight away because they're too busy casting their creature that they play on Chapter 2 of Kamano Faces Kakazan. Now you untap with a Skrelv without Summoning Sickness. You can play out an Intrepid Adversary on turn 2 and then protect it from a burn spell and then block with it and gain some life against Mono Red or something. You know, I still think it deserves a 2 of. So I'm not going to change it right now. But that is something that I definitely considered. And then from those matches that we just had, like there was 1 or 2 times when like all I needed was that third land, which is making me think that maybe with a 2.4, yes, the Steel Seraph is fudging those numbers. If we take the Seraph out, it goes down to 2.2. 23 lands ought to be okay, but just in case, you know. Again, I leave it up to you, and please sound off down there. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. You know, I highly appreciate them. Not only do I like to hear your feedback, but it also helps with the algorithm, so it's a win-win. Yeah, definitely a worthy upgrade, I think, to the aggro deck, and I hope I've convinced you not to play the Knight Errant of Eos in your aggro deck. Play it by all means. It may be in like I don't know, I honestly don't know, but not in your aggro deck. Like, you don't want to take a turn off with aggro, especially in a format with so many players playing Sunfall. So there we go. I've said that now at least 10 times in the video to really hammer the point home. But that is going to be it for tonight's gameplay footage. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh take on an old brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.